My first slide was meant to be an introduction, but I've already been introduced twice. So that's gone out the window a little bit, but thank you very much. I'm Danielle, I'm a freelance illustrator and I'm originally from Poland. So the whole theme of migration, the exhibitions, as well as this talk is very close to my heart. So the media, especially in recent years, has been reporting migration in quite a negative light, I think, and it's a topic that many of us are familiar with. Yet there are two sides to every story, and we're often only exposed to the dark side. And so I'm here to show you the positives. Migration has been part of the human history for centuries, and literally since the first man migrated from Africa. In the UK, we're no strangers to the concept either, starting with discovering and settling in America, colonizing a big part of the world, and finally retiring maybe in Spain or somewhere sunny. And the royal family are also largely from Germany. Yet somehow we still think migration is quite a modern concept, and there are actually around 300,000 immigrants in the UK right now. And there are many push and pull factors for why they've come here, but they all have something in common, which is the want for a better life. So what are the positives of migration? One of them would be diversity, which is a major benefit for the country, the host country. And many other positives follow suit, like, for example, shared knowledge. People are knowledge, and knowledge is power. And it doesn't always come from schooling or books. So the more we're open to, the more we can learn from. And there are many skills and philosophies and religions that new cultures bring to our country. So I think it's fair to say that during this lockdown, we've all appreciated, the underappreciated roles within our society. We now call them key workers when they used to be called low skilled, but those people are people like my father, for example, who's an NHS doctor, and he's come here from Poland, and now he's working on the front line. So I would call that a gain rather than a loss. And this one is an interesting one, one that's quite obvious, but it hasn't really occurred to me before. But again, with diversity comes like a whole range of, new cultures and other species. We're quite curious. So it's within our nature to enjoy discovering new things about people and places around us. And they bring human stories. We love to hear people's stories, and probably especially when they have something new to say. So, we'll be able to find similarities in those stories, even if they come from completely different backgrounds. And it teaches us empathy as well as expands our perspective. And this one here is very important because it makes our economy a lot stronger. So it's a big benefit from coming from migration. People come often with nothing, so they get creative. And, we are very quick to sort of say, or people are quick to say that immigrants take our jobs, but actually it's this fallacy of, let's go back. So immigrants have brought a lot of things to this country that I think we all enjoy, like fish and chips, for example. This came from a Jewish immigrant to London in 1860, and it was a Portuguese Jewish recipe. A famous cobra and curry is everyone's favorite, and it's a real cult classic, and it was invented by an Indian-born Cambridge Uni graduate. So there's a whole diverse range of beautiful things that have been brought to the UK. The Mini was founded by an American millionaire, by a guy from Greece, and he moved to the UK in 1923. And we wouldn't really have thought that the British Mini would be a Greek invention. Selfridges, for example, was founded by an American millionaire, Harry Gordon Selfridge, and he invested a lot of money, and now Selfridges has been one of the most popular destinations for shopping for decades. Marks and Spencer, for me, was a shocker. It's quintessentially British, yet it was founded by a Polish Jewish refugee who emigrated to England in 1882 and then got together with Thomas Spencer. And last but not least, Tesco's, which I had no clue, but it turns out it was a son of a Polish migrant. So go Poland. And it was founded in 1919. The first store opened in 1931. And then here, I'd just like to read this little bit, which is, it's time to set the record straight on the impact the movement of people has had on this diverse nation. While concerns about migration need to be listened to, sensationalist media coverage paints a distorted picture of the reality of migration to the UK. From what we eat to what we wear to the music we listen to or the healthcare we receive, the UK would not be what it is today without the contribution of immigrants. And I think it goes to say the same for the whole world, really. So thank you for listening.